we will take a look at our women's soccer team as they took on SIUE in their first postseason matchup.
And women's basketball looks to make more history on the road at Baylor.
And Lindenwood's dynamic duo, Nate Glantz and Steve Hall, are making every play count on the field. Welcome to the Roll Report. I'm Alex Ruther.
And I'm Olivia Moreno.
Coming into the OVC Tournament, the women's soccer team received a bye straight into the quarterfinals. On Sunday, the Lions faced SIUE in a postseason rivalry matchup. Looking to go back-to-back OVC title champs, the Lions mean business this postseason. With Lindenwood in white and SIUE in black, the best scoring chance of the first half came in the 32nd minute. Kaylee Kanoyer draws a penalty in the box to give Lindenwood an opportunity from the spot. Maddie Vaslov attempts the penalty kick but is turned away by SIUE goalkeeper Sarah Bozeman. The match remains 0-0. Neither side was able to find success in the half's remaining 13 minutes, going into the break tied at 0. However, the game was still neck and neck as shots were equal at 6. In the second half, the Lions came out strong, putting up 6 shots in just 20 minutes. However, it wasn't until the 76th minute the Lions broke free. Tasneem Dezderevich sends a leading pass to a wide-open Mackenzie Compton. Compton off her right foot buries it into the back of the net, making it 1-0 Lions. The Lions now advance to the semifinals of the OVC Tournament and expect to face the Little Rock Trojans Thursday night at 7 p.m. Matches streaming on ESPN+.
Lindenwood football faced Tennessee State this past Saturday, winning 35-10. Coming off a 2-game losing streak, the Lions were able to bounce back with this win on the road. The Tigers struck early, scoring on just the second play of the game to take a 7-0 lead. Take a look at that. But the Lions bounced quickly and responded, and Glantz from the 17 connects with Jalen Smith for a big catch on the third down. On the next play, Steve Hall walks it in into the end zone, and the game is tied up at 7 each. Lindenwood's ground game took over in the second quarter. Jared Rhodes breaks free for a 30-yard round, and with the extra point, Lindenwood is up to 21-10. With less than 2 minutes left in the half, Steve Hall rushes for the 9-yard touchdown. The Lions take their largest lead of the game, 28-10. In the third quarter, a forced fumble sets Lindenwood up in scoring territory. Jared Rhodes punches it in for the 35-10 advantage. The Lions are a dominant victory and will face Western Illinois this upcoming Saturday, November 8th.
The Lindenwood Lions men's basketball team opened up their season facing number 10 nationally ranked Texas Tech. In the first half, the Lions player Clayton Jackson attempts to take it to the rim but is fouled, which sets him up for 2 free throws at the line. And he makes both of them. Later in the half, Lions guard Makai Cooper dribbles, makes a quick switch for a 3-point jumper, and nails it. A few minutes later, it's Cooper again with the layup, giving the Lions another 2 points. In the second half, Milos Nenadic at the free throw line with another chance to get the Lions some points on the board. A few minutes later, Nenadic again would commit his 5th foul of the game, sending him packing. In the final 17 seconds of the game, Tidian Delameda at the line with the chance to get the Lions more points on the board. The Lions lose 60-98 on the road in Lubbock, Texas. The Lions will return home to face UHSP on November 6th at 7 p.m. at Highland Arena or watch on ESPN+.
Our reporter Delaney Willis had the chance to sit down with 2 Lindenwood football players who are making a difference on a weekly basis.
Delaney, tell us more about the story of hard work and friendship.
Thank you, Alex. Stick around. Coming up, we dive into the game-changing moments of Nate Glantz and Steve Hall here at Lindenwood.
The College of Arts and Humanities at Lindenwood University truly is the best. Real experience, real success is something that I still use to this day when talking about Lindenwood.
Welcome back. 2 Lindenwood stars, Nate Glantz and Steve Hall, have been lighting up the field. We'll take you behind the stats and the stories that made them.
You both took very different paths to this team. Tell me about your path and why you chose to be a Lion.
I think being in the portal a couple of times, going from JUCO route and then ending up at Iowa State, and the coaching staff and everything got fired that recruited me. felt like it was my best interest to, bet on myself and enter the portal, which led me to McNeese State and all the way in Louisiana. Coaching staff issues there as well. Situation I felt like was best for me to leave, and that led me here. And I think just why I chose here and home is because it felt like home. And I think me being so far away from home in Louisiana, I was 18 hours away from Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska, where I was born and raised. So I just want to get closer to home, and then just the culture and the people. I think when you look past the logos and the NIL and all those other things that, at this day and age, they don't last, I think what truly lasts is the relationships and the memories you make. So I think for me, meeting the coaching staff, what they did, they brought my grandparents through, gave them a visit, my family through, I just felt like at the end of the day, it's the culture and the family aspect, and then the football just comes with it. But I think also getting closer to my faith, and this is a place that truly cares about that, and a coaching staff that cares about that. So those are all, a mix of things that finally led me here for my final 2 years.
I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. In my senior year, I had a couple of D1 offers, like 8 of them, but I took a little longer to commit, and I had a lot of stuff fall through. So I got to January of my senior year, and my head coach called Coach Stug and was like, do you have a running back that's looking for a Division I opportunity? Do you have any space to take them? And they had an offer, and they took a chance on me. And yeah, it's I really picked Lindenwood because it's close to home.
Steve, you carved your name into Lindenwood history with that 93-yard run, the longest run in program history. And you were also your high school's all-time leading rusher. Nate, you had a 59-yard run against UT Martin earlier this season. Can you both walk me through those plays, from the play call to it unfolding?
So it was the end of the game. We were just trying to seal it. We're just trying to run the clock out and stuff. So we just ran a simple outside zone, and it was bottled up on the front side. I bounced off somebody and took it all the way backside. And Nate was running with me. He was in front of me. So I slowed down, let him block somebody. Then the whole team was running with me. So I was slowing down, letting people pick up blocks. And I scored. And it was just crazy because usually in those situations, you're trying to get 5 yards, 6 yards, let the clock run. And I just was let's end the game. So yeah, that was crazy. So.
Yeah, for me, my play that happened this year, UT Martin, kind of had a pass concept. All the routes were covered, and just saw open lane. And I think that's one thing that I like to utilize and be a dual threat guy is, the feet. So just understanding that I can always use my legs whenever I need to. That was just kind of what happened, and I saw it kind of just opened up, and I just used the athletic ability that the Lord gives to me and just took off running, and I saw light and I just went for it.
I'm aware that both of you guys were multi-sport athletes in high school. Nate, you even led your team to a high school state championship. How did your time at Bellevue East, and for you, Steve, MICDS, assist you into the athlete that you are today?
Yeah, I think just playing multiple sports, that's, you keep hearing the trend of people continuing to say that for kids to play multiple sports. And in high school, I won state in football and basketball, and I played baseball, track. So just staying active and doing all those different type of, sports, so your body and, agility and things and just the competitive nature, learning how to compete, how to win, how to lose.
I'm a big Mike Tomlin fan myself, who is known for his Tomlinisms. Does Coach Stugart have any sayings?
Right off the bat, you achieve what you emphasize. That's a big one.
Winners win.
Winners win.
Because that's what winners do.
That's what winners do. I think those are we talk about, is those are things that growing up you'll be able to pass on to your kids just because it's so ingrained in you. And at the end of the day, we're just trying to make, this city, this university, and our families, our coaches and their families just proud, and so we want to create a legacy. So it's what will this 2025 Lindenwood team legacy be?
From record-breaking runs to game-changing plays, Glantz and Hall have shown what it means to give it all here at Lindenwood. Their legacy is just getting started. Back to you, Olivia.
After the break, we will tell you what to expect as Lindenwood men's basketball takes on St. Louis University.
When it comes to something as important as a job in broadcasting or in job, whatever you're searching for, Lindenwood puts that emphasis in you rather than just the education. So take advantage of it and be like a ton of alum that walked out of Lindenwood that were proud to be a Lion.
Welcome back to the Row Report. There's a big road test coming up for the men's basketball team. Who will come out on top? Get ready for their Show Me State Showdown. This Sunday, November 10th, the Lindenwood Lions make the trip down I-70 to face the St. Louis University Billikens at Chaifetz Arena. The high-energy atmosphere will be a true test of the Lions' endurance and composure. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. and fans can look forward to a matchup featuring Robbie Avila, better known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, going head-to-head with standout Lions Anais Futrell and Markeith Browning II.
Women's basketball will take on one of their hardest opponents to date in the Lone Star State this weekend. The Lions will travel down to Waco, Texas to take on number 16 Baylor for their first road game of the year. Baylor was voted 16th in the AP Women's Basketball preseason poll after a 28-8 record a season ago. The Bears are coming off of an impressive season opening 58-52 win over number 7 Duke in Paris on Monday. Lindenwood, last year's OVC runner-ups, will look to make a statement over the highest-ranked team they have faced at the Division I level and the second top 25 opponent in the past 3 years. The Lions, who opened their season earlier today, will look to get another first in Texas. Tip-off is set for 2 p.m. on Sunday.
Lindenwood men's ACHA hockey has been preparing for a 3-game weekend on home ice against all new competitors. For the first time in program history, Lindenwood will face off against Schoolcraft College, Denver University, and Ohio University. The Saturday night showdown against the University of Denver is highly anticipated. After a dominant weekend at the Maryville Showcase, going 3-0, scoring 22 goals and allowing just one, Lindenwood looks to keep the momentum rolling. Expect the Lions to come out fast and confident. With energy high in a 6-game home stretch just getting started, this weekend is another chance for Lindenwood to prove they're one of the toughest teams in ACHA hockey. Puck drop is set for 9 p.m. at the Centene Community Ice Center.
The Lindenwood Lions women's soccer team faced off against SIUE in the conference quarterfinals. The Lions had some strong ball movement on the outside with a great seam pass from Tasnim Desderevic to put the ball ahead of the Cougars and into position for Mackenzie Compton as she peeks the bottom left corner just under the keeper's arm. This play led to the Lions' only goal and eventually the 1-0 win over the SIUE Cougars at home. That's it for the Row Report.
And as always, go Lions!